Number 1. The 1980 Chevy Camaro, listed for $6,500 and located in Texarkana, Texas. For anyone searching for an affordable classic muscle icon with a ton of fresh work already done, this Camaro is absolutely worth a closer look. Under the hood, you're getting the trusted 305 Chevy V8, paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a combo known for durability, easy maintenance, and plenty of upgrade potential. Whether you're wanting a fun weekend cruiser, a project you can keep improving, or a car with classic muscle aesthetics without the sky-high price tag, this one hits the sweet spot. What really stands out is how much recent work has already been invested. The owner has refreshed the entire front end, giving the car a tighter, more confident feel on the road. It's equipped with a new Edelbrock AVS2 carburetor, which means smoother throttle response and more reliable cold starts. You're also getting fresh brakes and fluid, new exhaust manifold gaskets, a new transmission pan gasket, new air and fuel filters, and even a new battery, thermostat, and thermostat housing. That's the kind of maintenance list that saves you time, money, and worry right from the start. Inside, the cabin has received some love too. The headliner has been redone, the door panels have been reupholstered, and there's an aftermarket steering wheel that gives the interior a more modern, sporty feel. The car also rides on newer tires, so it's road ready from day one. Of course, every classic has a couple of downsides, and this Camaro is no exception. There's no AC or heat, which is important to keep in mind depending on where you live. And the front seats are in poor condition, making them one of the first things you might want to upgrade or reupholster. But in the world of affordable muscle cars, these are small, fixable issues compared to the amount of recent mechanical work already done. The seller has a clean title in hand, and the asking price is $6,500, or they're open to trade for Chevy K5 Blazer, making this a great option for classic GM enthusiasts looking to swap rigs. Overall, this 1980 Chevy Camaro is a solid, great-running classic with many key components already refreshed, leaving you with a strong foundation for cruising, restoring, or personalizing to your taste. Whether you're a first-time classic buyer or a long-time Chevy fan, this car gives you performance, history, and potential without breaking the bank. Number 2. The 1963 Oldsmobile Super 88, listed for $7,800 and located out in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're a fan of vintage cruisers with unmistakable style, big block power, and that smooth Oldsmobile ride, this one is absolutely worth a closer look. This Super 88 has only 78,000 miles, and what really makes it special is just how original it is. The interior still carries its factory look. Classic early 60s textures, chrome accents, and that unmistakable Oldsmobile dash design that defined the era. It's the kind of cabin that instantly takes you back in time the moment you sit behind the wheel. Under the hood is where this car truly shines. You're getting the legendary 394 cubic inch Skyrocket V8, an optional upgrade when new and one of Oldsmobile's most impressive engines of the decade. With 330 horsepower and a massive 440 lb-ft of torque, it delivered serious performance for its era, smooth, strong, and unmistakably American. This is a big block cruiser built for long, effortless highway drives and confident in-town cruising. The car is equipped with an automatic transmission, staying true to that full-size luxury feel Oldsmobile was known for. According to the seller, it starts, runs, and drives, which is always a huge plus when dealing with a classic from the early 60s. Even better, it still wears its original hubcaps, a small detail but one that adds to the authenticity and charm of this vintage machine. Overall, what you're looking at here is a well-preserved example of an Oldsmobile that hasn't been hacked up, modified, or turned into a project gone sideways. It's an honest, original Super 88, something that's getting harder to find each year. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a light restoration candidate, or simply a beautiful addition to your classic collection, this 63 Olds offers great value at $7,800. Big body, big power, smooth ride. This Super 88 is everything early 60s American motoring was meant to be. Number 3. The 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Coupe is listed for $10,500 and ready for a new owner who appreciates classic muscle. Showing just 10,000 miles on a rebuild and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Cutlass packs serious power thanks to a fully rebuilt 455 V8 paired with a 400 transmission, giving it the kind of torque and old-school grunt that transforms every drive into a throwback to the golden age of American performance. The seller notes that everything under the hood is new. No oil leaks, a clean setup, and an aluminum radiator to keep temperatures in check. Plus, the entire brake system has already been redone, making it not just powerful but road-ready. In the trunk, it comes with brand-new front suspension components, including upper and lower ball joints and tie rods, still in the box, ready to be installed whenever the next owner decides to freshen up the ride even further. This Cutlass carries a clean title in the seller's name. Registration tags are valid until January 2027, and the pink slip is already in hand, making the transaction smooth and straightforward. Riding on 15 by 8 rally wheels in like new condition, the car has the classic stance and attitude that makes the 67 Cutlass such a favorite among enthusiasts. The seller needs to move it quickly and is open to offers or trades, though a sale is preferred. If you're searching for a vintage Oldsmobile with fresh mechanicals, strong muscle car character, and room to personalize, this 1967 Cutlass Supreme is a standout opportunity at this price point. Number 4. The 1964 Ford Falcon listed at $16,500, packed with serious hardware and decades of street car history. Now, this Falcon is not currently run. It's been sitting for about 3 years after the owner found some shimmery gold tin in the oil and parked it immediately, possibly pointing to a distributor gear issue or bearing wear. But make no mistake, under that mint green exterior sits a monster. This car houses a 496 Ci Chevy big block stroker, a fully built 730 horsepower setup with JE forged pistons, a Scat forged crank and rods, total seal rings, ARP studs, Dart Pro 1 ported aluminum heads, a Pro Systems XE carb jetted for a 300 shot, and a Summers Brothers front mount distributor that always throws people off when they pop the hood. The drivetrain continues with a TH400 built with trans brake and 4000 stall, feeding a narrowed and powder-coated Ford 9-inch rear with coilovers, ladder bars, and a panhard bar. The suspension setup is equally wild. Ladder bars in the rear and front bags that let you raise or lower the front end with a button. The body is original steel, super straight, no rust, and finished in a high-quality mint green paint job with only a few small blemishes. Only the hood is fiberglass. The car holds a clear Texas title, VIN matches, and it has previously been registered and passed inspection, showing how well sorted it once was. The seller believes that with a drain fuel system and a clean carb, it could likely be brought back to life in a day, and even when the shimmer was found in the oil, the engine ran without knocks. There's even a video of it running from 2022. This Falcon is not for tire kickers. The seller is firm on the price, not answering is this available, messages, and isn't interested in trades. But for someone serious, someone who knows what they're looking at, this is a rare chance to grab a badass, fully built, street-ready 60s Ford with big block Chevy power, serious pedigree, and massive potential once brought back to running shape. Number 5. The 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe 2D, priced at $17,500, hits the spotlight as one of the cleaner, better-built classic pony cars on the market right now. This isn't just a stock cruiser. It's a purpose-built street machine running a built 289 V8, paired with a smooth C4 automatic transmission, delivering that perfect blend of old-school muscle tone and modern drivability. Under the hood, you'll find quality upgrades everywhere. Trick flow heads, a performance intake manifold, a 4-barrel carburetor, electronic ignition, and an electronic fuel pump feeding a fuel cell, all breathing through a set of headers and a dual Flowmaster exhaust that gives this Mustang a deep, confident rumble the moment the key turns. On the outside, it brings a subtle but unmistakable Shelby attitude thanks to the Shelby hood, Shelby front valance, and classic Shelby stripes, while a set of 17-inch wheels completes the aggressive stance without taking anything away from its vintage character. Inside, the car offers a clean, nicely kept cabin with bucket seats, fresh interior surfaces, an overall look that shows it's been cared for and not neglected. Even better, this Mustang is proudly advertised as a no-rust car, with solid floors and clean metal throughout, something that instantly sets apart from the countless projects hiding rust under filler and carpet. The paint does have some scratches and chips, but nothing that overshadows the overall condition or the level of mechanical work put into the build. With approximately 10,000 miles on a refreshed drivetrain and a clean title ready to go, the seller makes it clear this is a cash-only sale, no trades, and only serious buyers need to reach out. For anyone wanting a 60s Mustang that already has the power upgrades, the right stance, the right sound, and none of the typical rust headaches, this Eastvale 66 Coupe stands as an exciting opportunity, a turnkey classic you can drive, enjoy, and proudly show off the moment it hits the road. Number 6. The 1964 Dodge Dart 270 convertible, listed at $5,500 and showing just 62,023 miles. Finished in a vibrant red. This vintage drop top captures that unmistakable mid-century Dodge styling. Clean lines, modest chrome, and simple proportions that remind you why these cars have become increasingly collectible in recent years. Under the hood sits a dependable inline 6-cylinder engine, paired with one of the coolest features from that era, an automatic push-button transmission, a true retro detail that instantly sets this Dart apart from the typical column shift classics. The seller notes that the car does run and drive, but this is absolutely a project car, a genuine barn find that hasn't had the full mechanical shakedown it needs before hitting regular roads again. The convertible top currently does not function, and like any long-stored vehicle, it will need a thorough inspection of the fuel system, brakes, suspension, fluids, wiring, and overall road safety before being treated as a dependable cruiser. But that's exactly where the opportunity lies, because finding a complete running 1964 Dart convertible at this price point is getting harder by the year, especially one that retains its original personality and hasn't been hacked apart or over-modified. With solid bones, classic Mopar DNA, and that push-button automatic still intact, it's a perfect canvas for a restoration, a weekend garage project, or even a custom build if you want to take it in a more modern direction. The seller is straightforward. There are no trades, and they will not respond to, "Is this available?" So serious buyers only. For anyone looking to bring a neglected convertible back to life and own a piece of Dodge history that practically begs to cruise California highways with the top down, This Fallbird Dart 270 stands as a rare, affordable chance to rescue a cool 1960s classic and turn it into something truly special. Number 7. The 1970 Pontiac Catalina, priced at $6,000 and located in Conway, Missouri, showing around 80,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission. This big-body Pontiac represents everything people love about early 70s American style. Long, wide, comfortable, and powered by that unmistakable low RPM torque from its 400 cubic inch engine. The seller says it fires right up every time, and that alone makes this Catalina stand out in a world where many vintage projects need hours of tinkering just to idle. It's described as very good running and driving, a car that has already been enjoyed locally and proven to be a genuinely pleasant cruiser. The body is impressively solid for a 1970, though it does show some rust here and there, which is to be expected. But overall, it's set to be straight and structurally sound, making it an excellent candidate for restoration or simply a classic to enjoy as is, dents, patina, and all. What makes the deal even sweeter is that the purchase includes an entire 1970 Bonneville parts car, giving you a treasure trove of components to pull from, whether you're planning a full cosmetic refresh or stocking up on rare spares. Under the hood, the Catalina currently runs a 2-barrel carb setup, but the seller also includes a 4-barrel intake and a set of headers should you want to open up more horsepower and give the big Pontiac that throaty muscle car sound it deserves. On top of that, they mention having most, if not all, of the AIC components, plus a nice pair of front and rear lower valances, which are becoming increasingly difficult to find in good condition. This is a type of classic you could realistically fly in and drive home, according to the seller. A rare confidence vote for a vehicle that's over half a century old. Whether you're looking for a restoration platform, a weekend cruiser with comfort and character, or simply a big, stylish V8 powered slice of 1970 America, this Catalina delivers a whole lot of car for the money, with extra parts included that only add to its long-term value and potential. Number 8. The 1984 Buick Riviera, priced at $12,500 and located in Sarasota, Florida. Up next, we got a beautifully preserved example of 1980s personal luxury style, this 1984 Buick Riviera Coupe, showing just 42,400 miles on the odometer and powered by an automatic transmission. This is a car that represents the peak of Buick's smooth-riding, comfort-focused engineering, and this particular unit has clearly lived a charmed life. The seller notes that this Riviera was purchased from a Mecum Orlando summer special auction back in July 2022, when it had only 38,000 miles. Since then, it's been part of a private collection and stored indoors inside an auto warehouse or shop. And that level of care really shows. This car gives off the quiet confidence of a vehicle that's been loved, maintained, and preserved rather than just driven. On the road, the 84 Riviera is known for its plush ride, soft-touch suspension, and smooth V8 power delivery. It's the kind of car built for long, classy highway cruising. Comfortable seats, refined manners, and that unmistakable classic Buick feel. With mileage this low and a condition described as extremely well kept, this one stands out as a rare survivor from an era when American luxury coupes ruled the streets. Whether you're collecting, restoring, or simply want a classic that's ready to enjoy right now, this Riviera checks all the boxes. Clean history, proper storage, low miles, and the timeless styling that made the Riviera one of Buick's standout nameplates. At $12,500, this 1984 Buick Riviera in Sarasota, Florida offers a compelling opportunity for anyone who appreciates a well-preserved personal luxury classic, one that's ready to cruise, show, or simply continue enjoying life in a good home. Number 9. The 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, priced at $14,000 and located in Long Beach, California. Now we're moving into the world of clean, well-preserved G-body classics with this 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, showing just 73,000 original miles and equipped with an automatic transmission. This is one of the most beloved American coupes of the 80s, and this particular example stands out immediately for its condition, its upgrades, and the meticulous attention it has received. The seller describes it as like new inside and out, and with a long list of new parts and updates, it's easy to see why. Starting with a fresh pearl white paint job rated a perfect 10 out of 10, this Cutlass presents beautifully from every angle. The interior, still featuring the original pillow-style seats, is rated 9 out of 10, showing just how well-preserved this cabin is for its age. And the best part? The car passes smog with no issues, making it ready for the road in California. Mechanically, this Cutlass has been completely dialed in. The carburetor and timing are tuned, making it truly turnkey ready. Nearly every wearable component has been refreshed, including a new distributor cap and rotor, new spark plugs and wires, new water pump, new air and fuel filters, a brand new battery, and fresh synthetic oil with a new filter. It also features all new gaskets, oil pan, valve cover, and timing cover, along with all oil leaks fully addressed. A new catalytic converter and speedometer cable add to the reliability package. Comfort isn't forgotten either. The AIC system has been completely redone with a new compressor and dryer, converted to modern 134A refrigerant, blowing ice cold. Chrome trim has been refreshed front and rear, along with new chrome fender pieces and a new chrome grille, bringing the classic G-body shine back to life. Inside, the upgrades continue. A new headliner and visors, a Pioneer head unit, and a full CT Sounds audio setup with rear 6X9S front components, and a 1,000-watt full-range amp. There's even a custom center console with LED lighting, and a new Nardi steering wheel to finish it off. To top it all off, the car comes with your choice of original wheels or gold Zenith wheels, giving you the option to keep it factory correct or lean into a classic SoCal custom look. At $14,000, this 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme in Long Beach, California offers exceptional condition, extensive mechanical updates, and the kind of presentation that makes it one of the cleanest Jeep bodies on the market today. Ready to cruise, show, or enjoy immediately. Number 10. The 1974 Chevy Nova, listed for $16,500 and located in Safford. Closing out this lineup is a solid garage-kept classic, a 1974 Chevy Nova, showing 98,800 miles and running an automatic transmission. This Nova is exactly the kind of car that blends classic muscle attitude with dependable upgrades, making it a fun, well-sorted driver that's ready to cruise today. The seller notes that it runs and drives great, and the only reason it's up for sale is simply because it doesn't get driven enough. It comes with a clean title in hand, making the process straightforward for the next owner. Under the hood, this Nova packs a 350 small block V8 equipped with an RV cam, giving it that healthy low-end torque and an aggressive idle tone that muscle car fans love. Power moves through a turbo 350 transmission featuring a shift kit, paired with a B&M ratchet shifter for crisp, precise, old-school gear control. The performance setup continues with headers, an Edelbrock intake, Edelbrock carburetor, and a full dual 2.5-inch exhaust system with Flowmaster 40 series mufflers, delivering that unmistakable deep, rumbling Chevy sound. Cooling has been updated for reliability with an all-aluminum 4-core radiator and 16-inch electric fan, keeping temperatures stable even during harder driving. The exterior benefits from a cowl hood, adding muscle car attitude, while inside, the car is set up with oil pressure, voltage, and coolant gauges for monitoring performance on the road. The interior has also received a lot of attention. The back seat has been reupholstered, the front seats are newer, and it sports a new headliner. A new stereo system has been installed, adding modern convenience to the vintage vibe. The seller also includes a brand new carpet kit, still uninstalled, giving the next owner a head start on further freshening up the cabin. To round things out, the Nova rides on upgraded suspension featuring a coilover and tubular control arm kit, plus new tie rods, idler arm, and a sway bar, improving both handling and road feel. And for protection and shine, the whole car was recently ceramic coated, giving the paint added depth and durability. At $16,500, this 1974 Chevy Nova in Safford is a clean, well-maintained, and tastefully upgraded classic muscle machine. perfect for weekend cruising, local shows, or just enjoying the sound and feel of a true 1970s Chevy V8. Number 11. The 1981 Ford Thunderbird, listed at $9,500 and located in Chilliwack. Next on the list is a preserved piece of early 80s Ford luxury, a 1981 Ford Thunderbird showing 160,000 kilometers on an automatic transmission, offered at $9,500 in Chilliwack. What makes this one immediately stand out is its excellent original condition, thanks to being dry stored for the past 20 years. It's incredibly rare to find an 81 T-Bird that hasn't been modified, weathered, or worn out. This one is a true survivor. For 1981, Ford loaded the Thunderbird with comfort and technology of the era, and this example includes multiple option upgrades, making it one of the better equipped models you'll find. Inside the cabin, you'll find the futuristic for its time digital instrument cluster, a feature few cars had in the early 80s. The car also retains its factory AM/FM stereo with cassette player, adding to the originality and nostalgic charm. Under the hood sits the Windsor 5.0-liter 302 V8, a dependable Ford power plant known for smooth driving and excellent long-term reliability. Paired with the automatic transmission, this Thunderbird was built to be a quiet, comfortable cruiser, exactly what a personal luxury coupe should be. And with the car being stored for so long, much of the original equipment and condition has been impressively preserved. This T-Bird is also outfitted with classic early 80s convenience features, including factory air conditioning, power windows, power locks, and even Ford's 5-button keyless entry system, which was advanced technology at the time. The interior includes bucket seats for added comfort, while exterior styling is highlighted by Town Landau body trim, giving it that signature upscale Thunderbird appearance. It also sits on custom Ford wheels, which complement the authentic period-correct look. For collectors, enthusiasts, or anyone who appreciates a well-preserved piece of Ford history, this 1981 Ford Thunderbird in Chilliwack represents a rare opportunity. A clean survivor, fully loaded original, and stored indoors for 2 decades. Cars like this don't come along often, especially in this condition. At $9,500, it's a well-priced classic luxury coupe that's ready for its next proud owner. Number 12. The 1968 Cadillac Eldorado, listed at $6,300 and located in Loveland. Closing out today's lineup is a true American luxury icon. A 1968 Cadillac Eldorado, offered at $6,300 OBO in Loveland. Showing 92,772 miles on the odometer and paired with an automatic transmission, this classic front-wheel drive Cadillac is one of the most distinctive personal luxury coupes ever built, big, bold, and unmistakably stylish. This 68 Eldorado is very much a running and driving survivor, powered by Cadillac's massive 472 big block V8, an engine known for effortless torque and silky power delivery, and with fresh maintenance just completed, including new fluids, new plugs, cap, rotor, battery, fuel pump, and fuel filter. This big Cadillac is already ahead of most project cars. It also sits on a brand new set of tires, giving a confident and comfortable ride right off the bat. The seller notes that this Eldorado is straight, complete, and has never been wrecked. A big deal for anyone looking to restore or customize. Even better, it's an original Boulder, Colorado car, and the body is not rusted out, which is impressive for a 56-year-old luxury coupe. The gas tank was removed for inspection, found to be clean as a whistle, and reinstalled with new hoses and a fresh gasket. Another sign this car has been well taken care of. On the road, the seller says it goes down the road like floating on a cloud, capturing exactly what Cadillac was known for during this era. While it does still need some cosmetic and mechanical attention before becoming a daily driver or showpiece, the fundamentals are strong. Whether you want to keep it original, build a custom luxury cruiser, or bring it back to factory fresh glory, this Eldorado has the bones to support any direction. With a clear Colorado title in hand, good structure, strong running gear, and a long list of fresh work, this is an opportunity to pick up a rare classic. There aren't many 1968 Eldorados left in solid survivor condition, and certainly not at this price point. At $6,300 or best offer, this is a standout deal for anyone searching for a grand, stylish, and iconic piece of American luxury history. Number 13. The 1968 Pontiac Bonneville, listed at $18,500 and located in Grants Pass. If you're searching for a classic full-size American convertible that offers big style, smooth cruising, and impressive originality, this 1968 Pontiac Bonneville, priced at $18,500 in Grants Pass, deserves your full attention. With 98,000 miles, an automatic transmission, and long-term ownership history, this is a standout drop top from Pontiac's golden era. This Bonneville comes from its second owner, and the level of care invested into this car is immediately clear. Over time, the seller has added an extensive list of new and refreshed components, turning this nearly 60-year-old convertible into a strong, reliable driver that's ready to be enjoyed. Some of the work includes new shocks, springs, ball joints, weather stripping, carpet, trunk liner, heater hoses, belts, and a fresh air cleaner. It also features a new fuel sending unit, new battery, hood insulation, fresh engine belts, and even new front seat belts for added safety. Mechanically, one of the biggest upgrades is a completely rebuilt transmission, ensuring smooth and confident shifts for years to come. The car also benefits from a full new exhaust system and comes with 4 brand new tires installed just recently, along with a fresh alignment completed in late October 2025. These updates are the kind of thoughtful improvements buyers dream of finding on a vintage convertible. The body is described as no rust, a rare and huge selling point for any classic Pontiac of this era. The convertible top is in good working and physical condition, meaning this car is truly ready to cruise with the touch of a switch. Even the radio still works, and all lights are fully operational. Little touches that show how complete this car is. The seller is also including a car cover, plus additional used and spare items to sweeten the package. Inside and out, this 1968 Bonneville represents a well-preserved slice of American automotive history. From its clean body to the long list of mechanical improvements, it's a classic you can enjoy immediately while still having room to personalize and continue improving. With its handsome styling, long wheelbase comfort, and rarity as a full-size Pontiac convertible, this Bonneville stands out as a solid buy at $18,500. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a collector-friendly classic, or a nostalgic piece of open-air American motoring, this one checks all the right boxes. Number 14. The 1964 Ford Falcon Wagon, listed for $1,300 and located in Freeland. If you're hunting for an affordable, vintage project with tons of personality and classic curb appeal, this 1964 Ford Falcon Wagon, priced at just $1,300 in Freeland, is an opportunity that's hard to ignore. With roughly 100,000 miles, a clean title, and an automatic transmission, this old-school long roof is the perfect foundation for a restoration, custom build, or retro surf-style cruiser. This Falcon Wagon is equipped with a V8 engine, making it far more desirable and capable than the more common 6-cylinder versions. Even as a project, having the full drivetrain in place, engine and automatic transmission, gives you a major head start whether your goal is to revive it as a reliable driver or build something more performance-oriented. The wagon is described as complete, which is incredibly valuable for anyone restoring a 60-year-old vehicle. According to the seller, it still includes its rally wheels, adding a little muscle car attitude to the classic wagon silhouette. Even more impressive, this car originally featured faux-wood sides, and the seller confirms that all the wood grain trim pieces are still there and included, a detail that's becoming harder and harder to define for these early wagons. Finished in white, this Falcon shows tons of potential for someone willing to bring it back to life. Whether you want to restore the vintage family hauler look or transform it into a lowered cruiser, shop hauler, or weekend hot rod, the bones are here, and the price leaves plenty of room for creativity. Classic wagons have been gaining popularity for their practicality, nostalgic charm, and standout styling, and this 1964 model represents one of Ford's most iconic designs from the era. At $1,300 OBO, this is one of the most budget-friendly classic project cars you'll find, especially one that's V8, equipped complete, and riding on upgraded wheels with all its rare trim included. For someone looking to build a unique vintage ride without breaking the bank, this Falcon wagon could be the perfect starting point. Number 15, the 1961 Ford Ranchero, listed for $3,500 and located in Corona. For classic car enthusiasts who love originality, patina, and true California history, this 1961 Ford Ranchero priced at $3,500 in Corona is exactly the kind of survivor that rarely surfaces anymore. Showing 88,999 miles and equipped with a manual transmission, this early generation Ranchero checks all the boxes for a clean, complete, and highly restorable vintage hauler. This truck car hybrid is described as a very complete California OG black plate survivor, which is a major plus for collectors. Vehicles that have spent their entire lives in California typically avoid the harsh rust seen in other regions, and the original black plates add an extra layer of authenticity and desirability. Beyond that, the body is said to be pretty straight, giving you a solid foundation without the headaches of major collision repair or missing parts. Mechanically, this Ranchero is surprisingly strong for its age. The engine shows 150 psi compression across all cylinders, a remarkable sign of health for a 63-year-old power plant. It runs clean with no smoke, no overheating, no knocks, and no leaks, making it one of the better running originals you're likely to find at this price point. It starts, runs, shifts, and stops well, meaning you're not buying a mystery project. You're buying a functioning, drivable classic. The seller has already invested in several new components, including a new fuel pump, water pump, ignition coil, starter, and master cylinder, setting a strong baseline for reliability. All the glass is in good shape with no cracks, another rarity for a survivor from the early 60s. Of course, like any unrestored classic, it has its needs. The most notable issues are floor repairs, specifically on the passenger side and behind the driver's seat. These areas will need to be addressed, but the seller is upfront about the condition, and compared to many Rancheros of this era, this one remains solid in all the right structural places. Beyond that, the overall condition is described as really pretty great, making it a fantastic candidate for either a full restoration or a retro rod build. With its vintage charm, solid mechanical backbone, iconic styling, and California pedigree, this 1961 Ranchero is a kind of affordable classic that offers big potential without the big price tag. Whether you want to restore it, customize it, or preserve it as an original survivor, the foundation is already here. And with the clean California title in the seller's name, it's ready for its next chapter.